Hey there, welcome back. I am really glad that you are here today. We are going to talk about something that I think is relevant for a lot of folks. We're going to talk about the top 5 things that you need to know if you are a first-time home buyer. But even if you're not a first-time home buyer, you probably know somebody. Maybe you have a relative, maybe you have a friend who is thinking about becoming a first-time home buyer. So stick with us. This is going to be good. Welcome back. Hey, let's get into it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the market right now. So I want to tell you the top 5 things that every first-time home buyer should know. So if you are a first-time home buyer, if you know a first-time home buyer, if you love a first-time home buyer, make sure that they see this video because we're going to get into some really good and relevant content. Okay. First of all, there's a lot of national news, a lot of stuff in the media. There's a lot of clickbait out there that is designed to scare you. It is designed to create anxiety. It is designed to keep you a little off balance. Don't listen to anything that those people are saying, okay? You and me, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna do this. All right. Top 5 things that first-time home buyers need to know. Okay, number 1. The first step really is to talk with a reputable, knowledgeable, local lender. There are a lot of reasons that this is important, but the main reason I want you to talk with one of my local lenders here is there are some loans that are specific to our area because we are still considered rural, that if you're working with a lender outside of the area, that lender may not have as much information about certain types of loans. So step 1, I'm going to get you with one of my really fabulous local lenders who can take you through this whole process. Number 2, this is important. Pay attention. I hear all the time first-time home buyers talking about saving up for a down payment. Now, if that is the path you want to take, I am 100% on board, all for it. But listen, you may not need a down payment. I'm going to say that again. You may not need a down payment. We have local loan programs and you have to fit into a certain box, into certain criteria, but it is possible to purchase a home with 0 down. For real. There are also loan programs where maybe you only have to put 3.5% down, maybe a 5% down. Now, of course, you can always put down more if you want to, but my experience is the first-time home buyers usually are lacking that capital to put down a huge down payment. So listen to me, trust me when I say this, it is possible to get into a home with 0 or very little down. You do not need a 20% down payment. So if you're waiting for that, let's talk and let's see if we can get you into something that is a really good fit for not as much down as sometimes people think that you have to have. Number 3, you guys, credit matters. You've got to pay attention to your credit history and your credit score. You have to know what your credit looks like. Different loan programs have different criteria for a credit score. Some programs don't necessarily have a requirement for a credit score, but you have to have other certain things in your credit history. When you talk to my great local lenders, they're going to be able to take you through this whole thing. But you do need to understand your credit history, and know what your credit score is. If you're talking to one of these great local folks, these local lenders that I will get you in touch with, and it turns out that your credit needs some work. Maybe you need to do some credit repair. Maybe you don't have a long enough credit history. You know, there can be all kinds of different things going on with your credit. Talking to a local lender will be able to get you on a path, get you on a timeline, and give you a list of tasks that you need to tackle to get your credit where it needs to be. So again, the first step is to talk to a local lender, lender, have them pull your credit, review that, see what it looks like. If there's any hiccups there, have a plan of attack to get your credit where you want it to be in order to be able to pull the trigger and purchase your first home. Number 4, employment stability and history matters. Just like your credit score and your credit history matters, you do have to have a job. You do have to be employed, and you do have to show a certain length of time on that job, even potentially in that certain industry, depending on what your total scenario looks like. So if you are thinking about purchasing a home, just know that the length of time that you're on your current job and the length of time that you've been in any particular industry will have an impact on your ability to qualify for the loan. Of course, the longer you've been on the job, the better. So kind of think about that if you are thinking about purchasing. If you're kind of jumping around, if you're thinking about leaving one job for another, just consider that in the context of how it is going to affect your ability to purchase. And again, we will get you with a great local lender who will be able to take you through all of those details as far as the length of time you need to have been on the job, in the industry, and so forth. Number 5, this is important. Pay attention. Don't overthink the market and rates, okay? I see folks tying themselves in knots, trying to time the market, trying to predict what interest rates are going to do. You can't. The Fed chair can't even do it, okay? So it's not something that is worth your time if you are ready to go and purchase a home. What I don't want to have happen is to see a first-time home buyer lose out on an opportunity because they were hesitating. Purchasing real property, purchasing a home is foundational. It is the American dream, and it is the start of many, many people's wealth building. Is there a perfect time to purchase a property? Probably, but the right time for you is when you're qualified for a loan and your realtor finds a great house for you and you are ready to purchase. Even if you feel like the timing may not be perfect, maybe you think interest rates are too high. Maybe you think interest rates are going to come down. Maybe you think prices on homes are too high. Maybe you think those are going to come down. Is it possible? Yes. Is it also possible that something else happens? Yes. This is what I mean. You can't tie yourselves in knots trying to time the market, because look at what happens when you purchase your own home is you have a fixed payment. You know what the interest rate is. You know what the payment is going to be. If you continue to rent, you are paying someone's mortgage, right? You're paying your landlord's mortgage. You're not paying your own. So I'll say it again, with all of the media stuff and the clickbait and everything that we hear that is going on in the market, you purchase when you are ready to purchase, okay? When it's the right time for you, when you've talked to a local lender, you've got your credit where it needs to be, you've got a great fit on a loan program, you found a property that you like and is going to be a great fit for you going forward so that you can start paying off your mortgage instead of your landlord's. Thank you so much for joining me for this little tiny primer on how to be a first-time home buyer. 5 top tips that you need to know when you're purchasing your first home. You know, there's a lot more detail that we can go into. If you have questions, please reach out. I love working with first-time home buyers. I think you guys are fabulous. It's so much fun. We have great folks on my team that can help. So please reach out. Let me know what questions you have. Happy to do a consult and just get on a quick phone call, help you through the process. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Jennie Hendricks. We'll see you soon.